Would you spend $2,500 to go play a round of golf with your mentor? Why would I go spend $2,500 to go play golf with Ryan Pineda? In this video, I'm going to tell you how I will for sure 10x my return on that $2,500, why I did it, what I learned, and how you can implement the same advice I got for free in your business next year. Let's roll. What's up, everybody? Happy freaking holidays. What a great time to be alive. So I just went and played golf with Ryan Pineda, Las Vegas. We went to a sick course. I mean, probably one of the best courses. I think the course to get in, we got lucky, we got invited. It's $100,000 just to join the place and then the fee. So we got to go play this course, hands down. That right there probably made it alone worth the investment. But if you don't know who Ryan Pineda is, he is an entrepreneur, multiple business owner, a very large real estate investor, more focused on the fix and flip model. Really is kind of blown up on social media with YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. And so he kind of put out this thing, say, hey, if you want to come spend, a couple hours with me on the golf course, I'm going to do like a mini mastermind. And so I said, what the heck? Like, I want to get in front of this guy. And I'm going to tell you for a couple reasons why I did this, because you might be thinking, Ellis, that's stupid. $2,500 to go play golf with one person for a couple hours. Think about what you could do with $2,500, who you could give that to, or take your wife on a nice vacation. I was thinking all of those things as well, trust me. But this is what I've learned over the past year, that there is power in proximity. Busy people don't necessarily have time to hang out with you or give you an hour of their time unless there's some type of exchange of value. And for me, the value was I paid him money, and his value was to spend time with me. And this is the reason I did it, is because I want to do business with Ryan. Ryan's a real estate investor. He's another kingdom-minded brother who loves the Lord and is doing big things in business. And so the reason I did it, and this is why I would say, consider this. Like, if you're trying to do business with someone, if you have a grand idea like I do, I want to go buy billions of dollars of real estate over the next 10 years. I need to then be aligning myself with the right people and partners to be able to go accomplish that. And Ryan, I believe, is one of those guys. And so why would I not spend $2,500 to get proximity with a guy that I know I'm going to go do business with in the future? I could have, slow played it and hit him on Instagram and maybe invite him on the podcast or all of those things. But instead I just said, no, I'm just going to go spend the money. Why? Because this is what I tell people all the time. If you want to do business with somebody, do business with somebody. People all the time are asking for, jump on a 15-minute phone call with me or have coffee or whatever. And I'm like, hey, have you signed up for our mastermind? Are you in our coaching? Have you done a deal with me? Because if you really want my attention, come do business with me. And that's my mindset with Ryan, the same way of like, I'll go do business with this guy so that there's a level of trust, there's some camaraderie. And so what I walked away with a relationship. I walked away with, him offering me, hey man, if there's anything I can do for your community, Kingdom REI, if you want me to come on your podcast show or whatever it is, if I can come to San Diego, let me know. Why? He's now asking me that and not me asking him. Why? Because we traded value. I got in front of him. I showed him who I was, my character, what we're about, my vision. And he was excited about that. And so I always ask myself the question, should I spend this money? The answer is, can I 10x that investment? And we'll see if I can 10x this investment or not, but I got a lot of confidence between him and I, we can figure something out. So what did I learn? What was the advice that Ryan gave me? I think Ryan now is definitely a multiple seven-figure CEO. And, we're building a couple of different businesses with our mastermind, our coaching program, and then our real estate investment company. And he gave me two pieces of advice that I think are going to really, really help me, and I truly believe can help you as well in the new year. The first advice he gave me was this. We were talking about his fund that he started, Pineda Capital. Shout out to him and him getting into the multifamily space as well. But he said that he has almost rarely talked to any of his investor base, that he has a sales guy on his team that has taken all of the investor phone calls. And what he said this to me was that what he's learned in this process of building multiple businesses is that he's not as important as he thought he was in the beginning to his businesses. Because for me, a barrier for growing and scaling is like, I feel like I always have to be in the middle of it or the center of it, that people have to come through Ellis in order to transact with me. And what he just helped me realize was like, or just told me, I'm trying to buy in and learn this, is, Ellis, you're not as important as you think you are to your company, in the sense that everything has to come through you. Clearly, I'm extremely important to our vision, our marketing, our messaging, our branding, but there's probably a scalability factor I'm missing because I'm sitting at the center of our sales process, where I really need to be developing and bringing other people inside of our organization to do that. And so it's super helpful for me to hear from him. I mean, he's built a massive coaching program. He's raised several millions of dollars in his latest fund, and he's not the one sitting in the center of that sales process. And so for you as well, let me give you that advice. You may not be as important as you think in your business, that you, like me, probably have to develop systems and processes to bring someone else in, especially someone who could focus on sales, taking calls, so that you, the most important person in your business, can focus on vision and thinking and growing and scaling. And that's really what I want to be doing in 2022 as well. Second piece of advice was this. I have kind of wrestled with my messaging and who I am. I mean, if you don't know my story, I was a pastor for about 6 years before getting into the world of commercial real estate and starting an investment firm and then launching a mastermind. My faith has always been really important, but I haven't been so clear on, even here on YouTube, should I talk about that more? Should I be business first, kind of faith second in my messaging? I mean, Ryan is a strong believer in Christ as well, but it's not necessarily the forefront of his messaging. He's entrepreneur business first. And I just asked him, man, what do you think, in terms of niching down my message and my audience? How clear should I be? And I think what we both came away with is, I have a powerful story. My story as a pastor and the way that influences my decisions in business, in marketing, and in real estate. To not be scared of that niche, to be bold about my message. I want to be more open and more upfront about my faith in God. And yes, that will probably repel a lot of people from this YouTube channel or from my social media. But guess what it will also do? It will also attract and bring more conviction to those who are already following me, that this is the guy that I want to align with and do business with. And so for you as well, consider, what is your message? What is your niche? What is your brand going to be about? Is it really clear? I think so many people are worried to niche down because they're scared that it's going to repel a lot of people. And I would say, yes, that is true. It is going to repel, but it will attract and bring more conviction, dedication to those who align with you in that vision and message. And so I know those two pieces of advice of getting out the center of my business and being more clear about who I am. So you're going to see more content around, what does it mean from a biblical perspective to think wealthy, right? To create wealth, to be generous with that wealth. How does faith impact our decision making? This is who I am, and this is the tribe that I want to attract, who are also trying to consider, how do we live out our faith and be successful in the world of entrepreneurship and business investing without having to sacrifice the most important thing to us, our faith, our family, our values. So was the $2,500 worth it? Absolutely. If you want to do business with somebody, do business with them. The way that I see the $2,500 again to end is that I wasn't paying Ryan. I was making an investment into me. I was making an investment into my business. That's the question you should be asking too, is when you join masterminds or coaching or whatever, you're not paying somebody else. You're investing in yourself. And you are the greatest investment you have. And if you know and you have the confidence that you can 10x that investment, then don't think twice. Make the decision now, figure out the consequences later. This is what it means to think wealthy. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a like on this video so that you help me, help this message, help this community really take off. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Have a great day. Cheers.